Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Pre-Market Pulsescan. Today is Take Back Friday, September the 8th, 2017. Jumping right into the overnight markets. As you can see here in the chart, silver is breaking out with strength on the weekly chart. Just very nice, explosive move. Still has to close though. Got to close the day above that 1733 momentum line. Got to do it. That will carry over some nice strength into next week. And then we got rampage coming up here. And that should put it beyond the 1850 mark. Might even get lucky and get to 19 or 20. We'll see. All right, so as it stands right now, silver is up 14 cents, trading at $18.26. Gold is up $7.20. Make that $7.30, trading at $13.57.50. Crude oil right now is down 17.5 cents at $48.92.5. The strong bond got stronger overnight, hit 158.09. Right now we're at 157.27, up 15.30. Soybeans up $4 at $9.72 3/4. The euro strengthened overnight, almost hit 121. We got as high as 120.98. Current price is 120.68, up 57 pips. The pound up 128 pips at 132.15. Aussie up 75 pips at 81.04, and the dollar came within 2 pips of breaking the $90 handle. We're currently at 91.08, down 58 pips. Markets are doing their thing. The Dow is down 78 points at 21,692. It did break intraday price inflection points yesterday to the downside. The NASDAQ 100 is down 16 points at 59.61.5. The S&P 500 is down 7.5 points at 24.57.25. Russell down 2.4 points at 13.95.40. And natty gas is trading at $2.97. It is off a penny. And that is your overnight market. So where it happens today, where are we? What needs to hop on? Well, what needs to happen today is the markets need to do their thing. We need to see the markets close above their price inflection points. That is the most important thing. Are the markets going to do it today or not? Well, let's see what we got on the table as far as rally and crash alerts on the weekly. Let's see here. Starting off, we got crash alert for the XIV and for natural gas UNG ETF. Russell Futures, the SPY, S&P 500 ETF, Starbucks, the QQQ, PIVX, the NASDAQ 100 Futures, Litecoin, Coal ETF, KOL, Russell ETF, IWM, Water ETF, IPO, the IJR ETF, which is the iShares Core S&P Small Cap, IBM, the Euro ETF FXE, the Euro Yen also. We have quite a few crash alerts. Let's see what else we got. Crash alert for the actual Euro. Now, that one has not played out just yet. So it could wait to manifest come Sunday night, Monday morning. Let's see here. Ethereum crash alert. E-mini S&P 500. EOD, the Wells Fargo Global Dividend thing. Let's see what else. Dash, Chipotle, Bitcoin, Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, Apple, the Euro, the Micro Euro, futures, the Dow futures, the NASDAQ futures, the natural gas futures, the Russell futures, pretty much all of these stock indexes are sitting here with crash alerts, and they're sitting right at the edge of the cliff. Either we're going to turn around and walk back, or we're going to roll over. That's pretty much where we are. And that normally happens when you have both buy and sell alerts simultaneously. So what that means is if you're filled long and you get stopped out, you are to stop and reverse and get short, and vice versa. If you're filled short and then the market reverses, then you're to stop and reverse and get long. That happens when the markets are at a crossroad where we're going to either break out or break down. It can happen sometimes in narrow range days. If you have a narrow range day or inside day, things like that can happen. When you're right at the tail end of a flag formation, that can happen. There's a lot of different variables where that can happen. The algorithms seek out and write the story, then the system portrays the price trigger. So that's where we are right now. We are there. So let's see here. Right now, on the rally alert side, what do we got? Don't have that many. Not at all. Crude oil. The crude oil futures has a rally alert, believe it or not. So that should be interesting. Now, overnight, you haven't really done much, but we'll see. Let's see. GameStop has a rally alert. United States Oil Fund USO has a rally alert. And Walmart has a rally alert. Isn't that interesting how Walmart has a rally alert and we're in this whole hurricane situation going on? And we need to start calling. Someone posted a video on YouTube. It made a lot of sense. It was pretty neat. How Walmart really stood for martial law. Get it? When you look at the word Walmart. And so I like to call them FEMA Mart since they're working with FEMA now. Let's just call them FEMA Mart. So FEMA Mart is springing into action with a rally alert. We'll see what happens there. The only thing about it is that some of these that are in the rally alert position, like Walmart, you're locked in with on the negative momentum side of things. You are locked and loaded. So are we going to be seeing some kind of a bottom? It's just saying that maybe we're bottoming. I don't know. I definitely don't have that situation for the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar has neither rally or crash alerts. It's just showing that the negative momentum is locked in. We are locked in on the negative momentum side. So I don't really see any end in sight. Not at all. And in the overnight markets, the U.S. dollar has already crashed and burned through its price inflection points. So it's already pulse waving, folks. It is already pulse waving. All right, so let's see what else we got. Now that I'm looking back on it, it doesn't like we have had at the end of the week, at the end of a weekly bar. If you go back several weeks here, we have not had rally or crash alerts for some time. Looking at the retrospective chart formation, we haven't had anything in here. So that's telling me that this thing is locked in on the downside, which is very interesting to say the least. All right, so where does that leave us? Well, it's not over until it's over. So that means we're going to continue to have downward pressure in the US dollar until we reach some kind of a bottom. And it's just showing that we've not reached that bottom yet. And as we know, because I've informed you of this several weeks ago, the technical bottom, as far as, I'll say the fundamental bottom for the US dollar is 90 even, okay? That's where the Trump administration has its floor where it can as long as it keeps the US dollar over 90, 90 or higher, then it's not too weak, and it's also not too strong, because that's your strength range for the dollar, 90 plus. You maintain a strong dollar policy, all right, while also maintaining a weak enough dollar policy for import-export situations. So it's like the perfect scenario for the Trump administration. But if we crash below 90, then now you've caused technical damage to your fundamental ideology. All right, you crash below 90, the dollar is in trouble, and it starts to mess with different aspects of the economy. All right, because now the dollar's too weak. Let me point out to you, for those of you who don't know, and I would strongly suggest that you, if you've not already done so, to watch the documentary "There Is No Collapse" on my YouTube channel. Yes, it's 5 hours long, but you need to watch all of it. You will learn in that documentary what happened when the Deutschmark went away to make room for the euro, and where the euro started. And you will see the significance of the number 88 and the number 78. Very key numbers as far as Forex is concerned. 88 and 78. All right? So you will find out what that means. I will tell you, for those of you who don't know, but you really do need to watch the documentary. 88 and 78 is the magic trading range, or the death and life zones of fiat currencies in the Forex market. Below 78 is the danger zone. That's where a currency is so weak that it's in jeopardy of pretty much collapsing, and it does irreparable damage to the economies. All right. 88 and stronger is your strength zone. That's where the fiat currency of that particular economy is strong, and that's where they need to keep all fiat currencies. All fiat currencies need to stay above 88. 88 or stronger is where you need any currency at. All right. Anything 78, below 78, you're in trouble. All right. So across the board, fiat currencies want to stay above 88. Okay. Any fiat currency, I don't care what it is. So there you have it. That is the rule. All right. The rule of 8, 78 and 88 in a nutshell. Right now, the dollar index still has wiggle room. All right. You really want to, for the US dollar, though, for the Trump policy, he needs it 90 or above. All right. But if they want to use the Forex rules, they can let it go to 88. He can technically let it go to 88. But he cannot let it drop below 88, folks. All right. For his policy to really work and not cause irreparable damage, he needs it to be above 90. He needs 90 has to be his floor. But he could technically make an argument and get away with it and let it drop 2 more points to 88 and say, well, I'm within the currency range. All right, because the currency range is 78 to 88. All right, 78 to 88 that's your zone. So that's what they need to have happen. All right, so above 88, you're good. Below 78, bad. Now you know it. Okay, this is just how it is. And for the uninitiated, guess where the euro started out at? 88. Just so you know. For those that don't know, that's where the euro started out. All right. The very moment it went live and started trading, it started off at 88. And it remained at 88 for an extended period of time. All right. Just so you know. All right. I'm off that topic now. Let's see what else I need to throw at you. Let's take a look at where we are now with the coinage, the overnight coinage. I'm going to boot that up now and see what gives. Okay. All right. As it stands right now, it looks like okay. Bitcoin right now is up 0.31% at 4639.02. Ethereum is down 0.85% at 3031.12. Litecoin up 0.76% at 8108. I'm sorry, 8101. And Ripple is down 0.25% at 22 cents. All right, Dash right now is up 5.01% at 363 after hitting 374. All right. And let's see what else we got here. Let me see. Okay, Steam is up 3.20%, trading at $1.50. All right, so that's pretty good. Now let's see what PIVX is doing. Let's see. Pull this up. All right, PIVX is down 4.69% at $3.92. The overnight low was $3.86, and we did spike up to $4.14 at one point. So there you go, down 4.91% at $3.91. So there you have it. That's what's going on in the coinage. So as you can see, the volatility is still alive and well. As far as Veritasium, it's at 1.36%, trading at 0.2990 ethos at this point. Your ether delta, if you will. All right. Okay, let's see what else we need to do here. Let's see, any news? Well, I already told you about this one. The dollar's getting whacked. You know about that. The 10 years at its lowest level since the election. You know that because I've been giving you what the strong bond's been doing. China's trade surplus narrows. Japan's GDP sees a big downward revision. Equifax says hackers may have exposed personal details of 143 million Americans. Equifax executives dumped shares after the hack was discovered. 3 senior executives sold almost $2 million worth of stock just days after the breach was discovered, according to Bloomberg's Anders Mellon. Equifax says the employees had no knowledge of the breach. Yeah, right. Let's see. Google is close to buying HTC smartphone business, and stock markets around the world are lower. Yes, you know that because I've given you that already. Earnings reports trickle out. Kroger reports ahead of the opening bell. U.S. economic data is light. Wholesale inventories will be released at 10 a.m. And consumer credit crosses the wires at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's it. I don't have a whole lot else to talk about. And because this is not a live radio show, I don't have to fill airtime or airspace talking about foolishness. But let me hear some more news across the wire real quick. 33 cases of cryptocurrency fraud is on the rise in Japan. And let's see, the U.S. government needs an IT reboot and wants the blockchain's help. Very interesting. Let's see what else. They're still talking about ICOs. The U.S. Federal Reserve hinted in a report this week that it might look to integrate distributed ledger tech in the future. Again, talking about blockchain. Let's see here. What else we got? U.S. lawmakers seek tax exemption for Bitcoin transactions below $600. Again, once you call something a security, you get to tax it. Everything comes around taxes. Everything comes back to taxes. That's how they control everything, by saying you need permission. You need the government's permission to engage in commerce, even if you're not using their money. Interesting, isn't it? Something that's supposed to be peer to peer, and yet the government wants to come in and say you need their permission to do that by levying a tax. All right, that's all I got for now. I just think that that right there, in and of itself, speaks volumes, folks. So remember, pulsewavetrading.com. That's where you come to learn how to trade these markets, learn how to navigate these waters, take the study course so you can get up to speed on how these markets are working and how they're going in and out and fluctuating and how you can make that money. Build an additional income stream for you and your family, especially with the dire employment situation that this country faces. Pulsewavetrading.com. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back to these greedy central banksters. And everyone have a wonderful weekend.